Hi, good morning. Welcome to Bilbao Airport in Spain. Today I will be traveling business class on Air France with final destination Toronto, Canada.
The airport is only 20 minutes by public transport from Bilbao city center and surrounded by nice nature.
I'm ready to check in my luggage. Let's head to the lounge.
For a terminal built in the year 2000, everything looks new and fresh. It was built symmetrically and offers a lot of daylight. My Sky Priority check-in is close by, where I will drop off my bag. Just a few meters walking brings me to the security checkpoint. It still has old scanners, but is efficient and in a minute I'm through. Inside the terminal you find the Bilbao Lounge. This used to be the only one in the airport. It is quite spacious and offers a good buffet. It is no longer the only lounge. This Nervión lounge will be accessible through Lounge Pass, the other one through airline programs. One floor up, the new lounge is called Urdaibai, named after the region east of Bilbao that I will also show you in my destination video of Bilbao. It's not as big as the other lounge, but I find it absolutely beautiful. I love the ceiling lights. Unfortunately, my home is not big enough to have them. The buffet offers an extreme amount of options. Everything looks good and fresh. The drink selection is one of the most extensive I have ever seen in many lounges before. It even has delicious juices.
So I'm just leaving the lounge and to my surprise it was a very nice one. The lady told me it just opened 1 week ago, last Tuesday. So everything smelled brand new and it looked very fresh. My flight is boarding in a few minutes, or actually the boarding has already started. So I'm off to the plane.
The flight is operated by HOP Air France. I'm in seat 1A, which is a standard business class seat. A pillow and water bottle are waiting on the seat.
So boarding is complete and all the doors are closed. I'm ready for departure, so is the crew. But we just heard from air traffic control that we have to stay at the gate for about 50 minutes before we can head to Paris Charles de Gaulle. That's not too good, because I have a layover of 1 hour and 30 minutes, meaning with 50 minutes delay gets to 40 minutes and gate closes 15 minutes before, makes it 25. And both my suitcase and I need to change terminals. So I hope I'm gonna make it, I'm not sure. But for now we need to stay at the gate for quite some time.
A full 50 minutes later, we are taxiing to the runway. Finally, we're on our way, and there is time to enjoy the beautiful Basque country from above.
So as you can see, we have finally started our flight to Paris. This is a HOP flight. HOP is the equivalent of KLM's Cityhopper, and they operate with the small regional aircrafts, the Embraers. There is a meal here in business class.
Today featuring a main of shrimps and lobster.
However, there is no option to do a meal selection before. I eat vegetarian and therefore there was no meal available for me. So I'm getting the options that are there. So there was cheese on the plate and some mud cake. But I'm getting a sandwich from economy, which is fine. And actually this sandwich with tomato and olives is really tasty.
So about this flexible business cabin. In row 1 there is no storage during taxi takeoff and landing, just a small pouch. The seats do recline, but only offer extra legroom in row 1 and at the emergency exit. The curtain divides the cabin from economy, but can be moved depending on the amount of business class seats needed. After a flight of 1 hour and 10 minutes, we are approaching Paris airport. Here I will change planes to Toronto.
We're in a transfer bus and I have exactly 12 minutes left until the gate closes. It was a bit of a pity that the flight was delayed so much. So no lounge visit here, but hopefully we'll catch the flight. With about 4 minutes left, I see the gate, and that means that I'm probably gonna make it. Quite happy with that. Don't know if my luggage is gonna make it. We'll have to find out using the AirTag, but lucky to have made it so far.
Your attention please, this is the last call for passengers.
And receiving text messages and this announcement, it really was a close call. I would fly on an Airbus A350-900 today, and a brand new one because it was only 7 months old. Entering the plane, I'm arriving at my seat 1L for the next 7 hours. As a bulkhead seat, it's absolutely massive. The seat is large, but the footrest even larger. We are still waiting for the last pieces of luggage, so there is time to explore the seat. Only bulkhead business seats also offer this convenient drawer. I've used it many times during the flight. We also got a menu, amenity kit and pre-departure drink of champagne, juice or water. All bulkhead seats also get their own little wardrobe. In business class, the table features a wireless charging option. There is overhead reading lights and this dimmable one next to your seat. Behind the hippocamp, Air France's logo as a winged seahorse, you find a mirror, bottle of water and noise-cancelling headphones. The seat is very far from the screen, so this retractable tablet comes in handy. The very kind person in my aisle also took the time to get to know all passengers and gave me tips and tricks to use the entertainment system in the best way. During taxiing, the safety video shows you nice locations in Paris and France.
It's going to be a short flight of about 7 hours and something, so it's fine that we're about 50 minutes late for departure. A minor thing is that my luggage is not on board because of the short connection in Paris. They did not manage to transfer my bag. So far the crew has been super kind, super nice crew, very attentive, helped with setting up all the entertainment things, and I'm really enjoying this flight so far.
Through the screen you could also see the bird's view of our airplane, which was very nice. During the flight I connected to the onboard Wi-Fi. The purser showed me that you could use your mobile phone as remote, which was convenient due to the screen being so far away. Also the regular tablet worked for that. Connecting your own Bluetooth headset is easy, as you can directly connect it to Bluetooth. Soon after being in the air, it's time for one of my favorite things: food! The menu shows some more information about the chefs having created the menu.
We are ready for the appetizer. Any drink of choice, for me as usual an orange juice, some salty crackers and a appetizer which is consisting of some smoked sweet corn and some mushroom. It looks quite tasty. And this seat, it's really not a seat, it's like a suite. There's so much legroom for me.
And this appetizer?
I like it.
Moving on to the starter.
We have a salad here with fresh bread, a very nice apple pie, and for the starter we have some bulgur and some pumpkin cream and cauliflower. Actually, under the bulgur we find some pea cream, and this pumpkin cream is truly amazing. This is really good. Yeah, so as you can see in the menu, the other passengers might have a regular meal that has some fish now as starter, but as a vegetarian, for me, I have a special meal. Now the hot meal service has started, so it doesn't look too appetizing in the way it's presented, but the smell that comes from it is really great. So we have a hot meal consisting of mashed potatoes, probably some leek and some either sweet potato or some pumpkin again, and a plate of, how could it be different, French cheeses. And on the menu that you probably saw before, you can see what kind of cheeses those are, because I have no clue either. It's really a mashed potatoes, but more in the terms of potato cream. And it also has hazelnuts on top. The taste here in the air is really good. It's not too salty, but at the same moment it's really flavorful. So we've finished the main course and I've put my chair into lounge mode because I've started watching a movie. And then it's time for desserts, and you can always wake me up for desserts. We have a very good cup of tea from Palais d'été. It's my favorite brand of tea from France, particularly the two sorts that they have aboard Air France. The Rooibos with hints of almond and vanilla. I like it a lot, and also I like the Scandinavian detox. It's like a herbal mix. Besides that, we have a dessert consisting of a crispy hazelnut and chocolate cake, and we have fresh ice cream, and I'm actually really looking forward to this one. So I would rather call it a cream taste instead of vanilla taste. It's good, it's tasty, but nothing spectacular. This cake is on the other level than the ice cream though. It's really light, full of flavor, and it's crispy. It has hazelnuts inside. I like it. When I boarded the plane, one of the cabin attendants told my seat is a sort of a suite, and I can relate to that. So when you press this button, You have your own private door, and it's really spacious. I feel like it's a first class seat in business class. One thing that I found about this seat that I don't like so much is that the controls are directly next to your elbow. So by now we're like 3 or 4 hours in the flight. I've had like 5 times that I by accident pressed those buttons and my seat was just changing to another position.
After the delicious meals, I'm putting my seat in a full flat position and I'm going to take a power nap.
So that was actually quite a good power nap. The blanket that Air France provides it's not so thick, but it's really soft and really warm. And also the pillow has this nice firmness. Good pillow, good blanket, and also the seat. It goes fully flat. There's tons of leg space over there. So if you want to have a good sleep on board, definitely get one of those business class seats.
After the power nap, I'll be walking around the airplane a bit. In the back we find economy seating. It is a different experience from the other cabins, but still the seats recline and have a large screen. In front you find premium economy, with more space and larger screens. In Air France the food is the same. It is followed by a business class cabin of 4 rows, which continues with a business class cabin of 8 rows. It has 3 dedicated bathrooms.
So this bathroom is really fancy. It has lights everywhere. It even has a makeup mirror and mirrors both on this and on this side. Really fancy.
You will even find Clarins products in the business class washrooms. And I like that everything is remote controlled here, even the bins. During the flight you are free to help yourself with drinks and snacks in the galley. The crew also walks around with a basket of nice stuff, and that chocolate is amazing. As we were approaching Toronto Airport, we were getting our pre-arrival meal. It consisted of a wrap, a French flan, and this apparently just dry bread. The menu featured a very nice brioche bread with eggs. As there was still one left, the crew was so kind to have me change it to that one. And that brioche looked much tastier. The nice purser also offered me a nice fruit cocktail.
Looks delicious, thank you.
Yeah, look, it's a fruit cocktail. Framboise, pomme, apple. Going to love it. And
Is this also your secret to stay fresh every flight?
Yeah, the guarana, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's.
You drink two bottles per day.
Oh yeah, for flight.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
Thank you so much.
Happy.
Merci beaucoup.
And that way I had another very tasty meal in front of me. Having started our descent, we were making it to Toronto Airport, unfortunately ending this very nice flight. Because of my suitcase not arriving with me, I completely forgot to review the flight in the airport. Now that I have finished my travels, I'm back home and it's time to look back at the flight. I found the whole trip absolutely fantastic. The flight from Bilbao to Paris was good. On those short-haul flights, especially on the Embraer jets, business class does not make such a big difference. Usually it's a bit calmer, but because there is no free seat next to you on the Embraer jets, it's mainly just the meal that is different. It was a nice and calm experience though. It was unfortunate that we had such a big delay. Because of the delay, there was no time in Paris to visit any of the lounges. However, on my flight back I had 8 hours in Paris, so I'll make a video for those lounge visits. I had to rush from the one end of the airport to the other end, meaning my luggage couldn't be there, but I just made it. And that flight from Paris to Toronto, it could have been 20 hours for me. I enjoyed it a lot. The seats in row 1 are absolutely fantastic. They have a big footrest and a nice drawer to store your stuff in. The food on board was really good. Usually flying out of Paris, the vegetarian meals are of a high quality. And I have to say, for this flight that was the case. But the most important thing when flying is the crew. And I was very lucky with this one. All the crew members, both in economy cabin that I chatted with a bit and in my aisle, they were very nice. They were funny, they were very attentive, and they just brought a nice and welcoming atmosphere. It was unfortunate that the flight was only 7 hours. To me, it could have been 20 hours or more. In the end, it was a very nice flight. As I had no luggage with me, I first had to go to some stores to buy some necessities like toiletries and some underwear, but then it was time for me to start my Canadian adventure. Probably here or there, you will find a trip report of my trip to Canada. I have visited the Algonquin Park in the Indian summer, meaning I have seen many of the beautiful sceneries with the autumn colors. I have also visited Toronto. You will see those experiences too. I also visited the Niagara Falls. I will also cover them in the video. If you're here just for the flight reviews, at the same spot you will probably find a flight review of my way back from Toronto to Bilbao as well. For now, thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video as much as how I have enjoyed the flight, and I will see you in the next video. Have a nice day and see you soon again.